So next up, we have somebody really fun coming. This Valerie Tribble is up next, and she is from Kangaroo and Arrow. And I don't know how many of you have a beautiful piece of sewing furniture in your sewing room, but it is really amazing. You know, a good piece of sewing furniture, she's going to show you what makes it different than your kitchen table, right? Because you can have that insert in there, you can have that flush space. And I know for me that when all of my sewing tools are at my fingertips, I can sew more often because I can just sit down and sew for 20 minutes. I don't have to go find all the things and get set up and then sew and then tear it all down, right? And the beautiful thing about a piece of sewing furniture is that it allows you to store things in there, and most of them, they will close up. So that way it could be, it could be in an office. It could be in a room that isn't just your sewing room, and you could close it up, but everything is still right there. So when you want to sit down and sew, you just open it up and you are ready to go. So we have some great specials, and Valerie is just a wealth of information. Oh, and we have Scott as well. Yeah. Valerie and Scott. Awesome. So I think they are probably, are you guys ready to kick it off a few minutes early?
We are all set and rip-roaring and ready to go.
Awesome. Well, welcome. We are so excited to have you and to learn all about the cool things that you can tell us about the Kangaroo and Arrow cabinets.
Absolutely. So we are going to show you a few cabinets, but first off, thank you so much for joining us today and having us on. I am Valerie Tribble. I am the West Coast account manager. And then we have
Scott. And I am super bummed. I had this great plan of wearing a red Adidas tracksuit today. Valerie talked me out of it. And then I see the background. I'm like, I should have done it. It would have been wearing red.
Absolutely.
But I digress.
Yes. So like Carmen said, we are here. We are going to show you some really great cabinets to help get you off of those kitchen tables into a sewing space that you have a dedicated area for your sewing machine at all times. We are based out of Wisconsin, so we are centrally located. We are in the 40 degrees today, so really nice weather.
Beautiful. It's a heat wave here.
It is a heat wave, absolutely. So we're going to get started right off the bat here with our amazing Harriet cabinet. So
brand new for the Arrow line.
Yeah, so Harriet has only been out for us for about 6-8 months right now. Is very versatile in any kind of space that you have. As you can see, when it is completely open, is a very large cabinet. It is 7 feet by 20 inches when it is completely open.
It's long.
Scott can't even go all the way across that.
Take that with a grain of salt because I'm short. I mean, it's long.
So this is our Harriet cabinet, and it comes in 2 different colors in your white and your teak finish. So when it is completely open, like I said, it is 7 feet by 20 inches. And the nice thing about it is it's got these nice 4 hooks right here that you can hang your rulers, your rotary cutters, and then just some cubbies to throw some extra thread in. And then over by Scott,
lots of drawers. And my favorite part about this cabinet, because I am a righty, is right-hand storage. You don't see right-hand storage in a lot of the cabinets that are out there. And with Harriet, we heard that and we said, hey, we're going to put some drawers on the right-hand side. And the drawers, they are on a metal drawer slide. So you have a nice smooth motion opening and closing. And there are 4 drawers. We've got a lot of stuff in them.
Yes, absolutely a lot of stuff.
Because we have lots of stuff as sewists, don't we?
So again, like Carmen was saying, having a dedicated space here. Scott, do you want to just show like how great it is to sit here and have that nice flatbed sewing and demonstrate how you can
I get to be the model, guys.
He does get to be the model. He is a very active sewist himself and is quilting and sewing on a regular basis. So
that is true. 5:30 in the morning. That's my special time to sew.
So why it's important to have a sewing machine or a sewing cabinet? What makes a sewing cabinet a sewing cabinet? So as you can see, we currently have it sitting down into the flatbed store or position.
Where's the best camera view?
Where's your camera view? Yeah. So when he's sitting here, he's got his chair, his Arrow chair, which we will cover in a little bit on how fantastic these are. But it's a nice flatbed sewing surface. So he is at a 90-degree angle. He has not got any pain or strain on his neck and shoulders while he's sitting there. And that's what you want to have, is that great
motion as we push back.
Ergonomic motion.
We want the happy wrists, happy elbows, and those happy shoulders. And what that does is your traps, they really just relax. So that way you can keep this pushing through for more than just 20 minutes. I heard 20 minutes before. No, we want you here for an hour, 2 hours,
2 hours.
maybe
Exactly.
more.
So if you have your machine sitting at the dining room table, so this is right here wrapped around with a nice acrylic plexiglass cutout. This is custom cut to your machine to your opening. Now, what we have in here is our A7 opening, and you may ask, what is A7 mean? So
What does A7 mean?
A7 for us means it's 23 3/4 by 12 1/2 right here. So you'll want to measure your machine, including your knobs, and be able to allow for your cords to come out. But if he didn't have it down, he would be sitting there and sewing, and his wrists would be going up and over. So that's where your wrists are going to get sore and tired after some time of sewing.
And you're fighting your project, having to come over the deck of the machine, whereas where Valerie just had it, you're not having to fight your machine because it's a flat surface that everything flows so smoothly.
Now you can have it up in this position right here if you do have an embroidery arm,
Yes.
or you want to put your accessory tray on there for certain projects, or if you do garments to be able to get around on those sleeves. But your ideal place that you're always going to want to have it is right here in your flatbed position. But the nice thing too is when you are done sewing for the day and it's time to make dinner, or you have company coming over, if you are one of those that need to put your machines away, it does have that storage position where you can put it down.
And this is where the really fun part happens.
Yes. So you saw how big that this machine or this cabinet gets, and it closes up and you can be done with your sewing project within seconds and have a nice, clean, nice and tidy area. So again, this is our Harriet cabinet. It is on sale for the month of February, but we have some really great deals if you call in or visit one of Quality's stores. And I do believe that this promotion is going on within Quality through February 14th. So what a great Valentine's gift for you.
Should have wore the tracksuit.
You should have wore the tracksuit.
And to recap that, so this open, you had 7 feet of workspace. And when it's closed, it literally folds
It closes
in half.
down to 3.5 feet.
Folds in half.
Folds in half.
It's amazing.
So this is part of our Arrow line. This comes in 3 boxes, is very easy to put together. We have a phenomenal customer service team that will help you when it comes to assembling it. We have amazing manuals and everything. And part of the Arrow line, this has a 10-year warranty on it. So if anything were to happen to it, you just give us a call and we'll get everything taken care of. So this is really great, and it's on nice casters, so it can roll
it
around.
rolls.
We do have it on carpeting
rolling
here,
it
and it
back.
rolls really nice right here. So that there is our Harriet cabinet. So we do have, like I said, some really great promotions going on for this cabinet here. The next one we're going to bring out is our Kookaburra cutting table. Now, everybody needs a cutting table in their workspace. So this is part of our Kangaroo line. As you can see, this is what we have in our gray. So in the front here, we have 4 full view soft closing drawers,
Love the drawers.
which are really nice because you can get to whatever is in the back. You don't have to worry about fighting to try to get that. And then you want to do the do-si-do?
And wait, there's more.
There's more. And then on this side here, we have 3
Shelves.
adjustable shelves.
Who loves shelves? I love shelves.
You can never have enough storage in your
No.
in your sewing area. But so this folds down to a 20 by 40. It is 36 inches high. And
Perfect cutting height.
the beautiful thing is it expands and opens up to a 70 by 40. Now it's got these great little indents right here, so you can easily grab this leaf and pull it out underneath this support leaf. And it's durable enough that sturdy enough that you can put your whole weight on it. And when you cut across, the wings are not going to collapse. Oh gosh, you are going to climb up on this.
Well, I'll just go for a flight.
But the next great thing is it also has a cutting mat that
It's
will
like a
fit
pizza
across.
parlor
It
toss
is.
there.
I know.
Oh, fancy.
It's like tossing those crusts. This is our cutting mat. This is the cutting mat that fits across the Kookaburra. It's got the nice rounded edges and again covers the 70 by 40, but you have a 36 by 66 grid on here for markings. The nice thing about these mats is these are self-healing. So what does that mean, self-healing? That means you can cut, just not in the same spot. You want to keep continually moving over. But the other thing is too, is you're going to want to wash it. You're going to want to take care of your cutting mat, wash and get all of those fibers out of those cutting marks so that it gives it an opportunity to heal back up.
So I should move off of the 2.5 and 5. I should scoot down.
You probably should scoot down.
Dang.
Because I'm assuming you're probably cutting really hard and going into those grooves really deep.
Maybe.
Okay.
Possibly.
So with our kookaburra cutting table, you always need a beautiful work surface, whether you're cutting, you're piecing, or whatever you want to do on a cutting surface. It is part of our Kangaroo line. So this is available in all 3 finishes that we have. Is our gray finish that you see here. We also have a teak finish and a white finish that will match any other furniture that you do have in your sewing space. You can, again, reach out to Quality Sewing for a great deal on this, as well as adding on this cutting mat. It is an additional item, so you can, add that onto it.
Sure, they've got a great promo going.
I bet they have a great promo going on it.
I heard they do.
And the one thing with our Kangaroo line is going to have those soft closing drawers like we showed you on the front of this, which is now the back side. Has a lifetime warranty on it, and the entire base of the cabinet where all the weight is got heavy duty locking casters. So it will move easily on any sort of surface that you have, whether it's carpeting, tile, or hardwood floors. It is going to move very easily for you.
There's a question in there. What do you wash the mat with? Just the microfiber and
just some water.
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
if you want to use some soap or something like that. I'm trying to see. There was one is something about the store mat. Somebody was asking about. Oh, where to store the mats. So you can roll these up a little bit. So we actually, when we are not using this, we just roll it up like this because it will come actually in a box.
Rolled,
so we roll it up, and then what we do is we just put a little tape to adhere it so it stays together. And then it doesn't take long for it to flatten out and be able to put it right there. If you don't want to roll it up, you can always just put it underneath a bed if you have a spare bed or anything like that, or just behind some cabinets or whatnot.
Mine's behind mine up against the wall.
There you go.
Works out wonderfully.
All right. So do we want to move on to the next item? So let's take this down. Is Carmen or Reva, are you there that you would like to add anything while we're switching out cabinets?
Otherwise, I can just torment Valerie. I'm really good at it. I see her, but I don't hear her.
You got it?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, we can't hear you, Reva. Maybe they can hear you. I can't hear her.
Neither can I. Just very jealous of the decorations.
You want to grab a chair? Throw it there.
We're going to change up the chair. We're going to grab wow.
Okay. Are we good where we're placed at, Ethan? Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear us. I couldn't hear Reva talking. So maybe she was muted. But welcome back. So we've got our next cabinet here. And this is also new to our lineup for our Kangaroo line. And this is
Which one is this?
This is our Sydney cabinet. So what makes this cabinet amazing, Scott?
So much. It's workspace. It's storage. It opens up really big. It closes to really small. It does all the things.
This is our
top of the line. Our premier, our Cadillac.
The Cadillac of all of our cabinets that we have. So this is our Sydney cabinet right here. So with our Sydney cabinet, this is currently in our gray finish right here. Again, available in white, teak, or gray. And what it has here is it has this beautiful drawer cover here on the left-hand side that's just extending your workspace. But if you don't want that on, you
wait, before you take it off.
Oh gosh, you get
my favorite part.
I know. Hang on. My aim is not
So
good. There.
with the large projects, especially our quilters, with the queen and king size quilts, your project is always on your left hand side, and where these are just amazing, having this drawer top extension is now you're no longer having to fight gravity of holding your project. And then behind is that quilt leaf, and where this works just amazing, especially with having your cabinet in your room. I have mine against the wall. I bring it out, bring my quilt leaf up, and then as I'm sewing, especially doing my long seams, as I push this back, what you'll notice is it doesn't crater to the right where I'm having to fight gravity, and then I'm getting mad because my stitches aren't the way I want them. So as I push back, the top here, it's holding all of my quilt for me, all of my project, and I've got all the room in the world to push to the very back, it's amazing. I love it. Okay, you can keep on keeping on. I'll get out of your way.
That's okay. No, you're fine. You are totally fine.
Now you can take the top off.
All right. So, like I had said, there is, like he showed you, there is this drawer cover here that's just giving you a little extra space so you don't have to fight your quilt.
Favorite part number 1.
So, it's got a nice little drawer here. They're all full view soft closing. It has this little drawer where you can easily take out all of your threads and have them readily available, or leave them in there. You can put it in the bottom drawer, whichever one you choose. And then you've got this other drawer here with another sliding drawer for extra storage or space. And then you always have pockets. Pockets will come to you with every Kangaroo cabinet that has a sewing wheel. So you'll have a little buddy to sit there while you're sewing. The pockets likes to hang out in the drawers, but these all do lock. So you don't have to worry about small hands getting in there. You can lock up your rotary cutters. If you have guests coming over, you don't need to worry about them getting in.
You can lock up your scissors so your wife can't steal them for wrapping paper. Yes, we had that discussion. It really happened. Janet tried to use my scissors for wrapping presents for Christmas.
See, normally it's role reversed there, and it's normally the husband stealing the scissors, and the women have to hide them. But either way, there are lots of men that are out there sewing, and we love you all, and we all need to protect our scissors.
Yes.
So the other part here too, as you can see this little cubby right here, it does have 2 adjustable shelves. However, this is also used for your embroidery arm. So if you don't have to worry about storing that somewhere and it tipping over and falling and breaking. So we do have a solution for you to store your embroidery arm in there. There is this nice little pad right there that your embroidery arm will just sit and rest on. And then on the right-hand side, which is
favorite part number 2. I got to show it.
Oh, you can do that.
So
this is actually the door.
The door. But the door also makes this amazing shelf. And the reason I love it so much is because it's the door, this middle space is actually empty. So I can slide all the way up here. So if I have this scooted down and I have my cutting mat here, I'm able to cut, I'm able to press, and I'm not far away. So I'm not having to stretch out, because then your forearm starts to ache and get sore. When you're up close, you're going to maintain that good posture. You're going to maintain that happy wrist, happy elbow, happy shoulders. That's why it's my favorite part number 2 about Sydney. Carry on.
But then the amazing thing about this is not only does this cabinet have all the bells and whistles, it's got this beautiful quilt leaf here in the back, which has 2 support legs that have locking casters on them that you can put another sewing machine back here. You can use it as an additional cutting surface. You can also have somebody over and sit and sew with you while you're sewing.
Your 3-year-old can make bracelets.
There you go. So this cabinet is available in either electric or hydraulic. And we do have, again, that custom cut insert that you can purchase separately to fit around your machine. But the wonderful thing about this cabinet here is it's going to accommodate all of those machines out on the market. As you can see, we have the new Viking Epic 3 in here, which is a large machine and is held on here so nicely that it glides so smoothly on this lift. As you can see, it can go all the way down into storage. And then I don't want to just let it slam up, because it will. And then you can bring it all the way back up into the fridge. It does have a lot of muscle. I absolutely love it. When a lot of ladies come to, I do a lot of quilt shows. I have a lot of ladies, and I say, if you're never going to put your machine away, why spend the extra money to have an electric lift when this is just, the best way I can describe it is like putting a knife through warm butter. It
Yep,
just
machine
glides
does all the work.
so easily. And with this cabinet, you will also get this cover right here to go over the top of your machine. So you can close up this entire cabinet and have it locked and everything is safe inside. Or if you want to just sit there and work,
giant workspace.
you have this giant workspace.
And I think it's
with this
Brenda had a comment about measurements. So all the way open, you're over 6 feet by 5 feet. So what is that? 30 square feet? Did I do my math right?
I don't know.
Math isn't my strong suit. Closed. It closes down to 5 feet in length and 2.5 feet in width.
So we'll just show you how this closes up. So again, like, Scott said, this is the door. So this easily just comes out and folds down. The body of the cabinet is on these heavy duty locking casters. The doors will be on these plastic casters, but it is all locked up. Oh, I didn't lock it all the way. I know.
Turn
it the wrong way.
It
So it is all locked up. And then there's also that leaf right there that we didn't show you that comes up and down. If you wanted to have a little extra 15-inch workspace on the right-hand side, this is great for, if you want to have your morning coffee, put your laptop there. I know a lot of ladies have their patterns and everything
laptops
on there.
Or tablets.
Yep, have everything right there at your reach and convenience. So this is just a really nice cabinet. But what we have going on right now, that with the purchase,
a special.
There's actually a super special.
Super special
With this cabinet. Not only when you purchase this beautiful cabinet in either white, teak, or gray,
colors,
either hydraulic or electric, you will get a chair of your choice absolutely free.
Say what?
Absolutely free. With the purchase of this cabinet, you can get a chair of your choice absolutely free.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
I think I need to buy one.
I think I need to.
We might know a person.
We do. Do we have any questions on this? How wide is the opening? So the opening, like I said, will accommodate all the machines that are currently out on the market. That is 30.5 inches by 14.5 inches.
The fact that you have that memorized amazes me every time. Every time.
So this is a beautiful cabinet. Like I said, it is a very large cabinet. Gives you a lot of workspace, but it has all the bells and whistles that you could possibly have. It's got embroidery storage. It's got the beautiful lift to hold all the machines out on the market. Comes in 3 fabulous colors. Has a lifetime warranty. You've got your thread storage. You've got your workspace on the left-hand side.
What more can you ask for?
I don't know.
Storage.
Maybe it can sew for you.
Well, that takes all the fun out of it.
But last but not least, do we want to cover all of these fantastic chairs?
Well, if they're getting one for free, they should probably see what they're getting.
They probably should see what they're getting. What color?
Should we scoot this back?
We should scoot this back. So I unlocked that by accident there. All right. So we are just going to go and get all of our chairs. There are 11 total available that you can choose from. So they're just going to start flying out at you guys here.
And we should probably put the red. We'll put this in the center because, it's like Valentine's.
It is like Valentine's.
Gosh, I should have wore that tracksuit.
Do you know that? I can't believe it's already February 1st.
How many are we?
You can keep throwing them down here. So, like I said, we've got oodles and oodles of chairs here.
Poodles?
Oodles.
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 Not poodles for
Not
a dog
poodles.
chair.
No. Well, we do have a dog chair.
But
Look at that for
we
those
have a
poodles.
dog chair.
All right. Do we have these all in on the camera?
Can we see
here?
them all?
All right. So these are the #1 rated sewing chair listed out there on so many websites as the most comfortable chair. A lot of people walk past these at shows and say, those are cute, but they're not comfortable.
They're cute, but
So what makes this a great sewing chair?
you gotta sit in it.
You gotta sit in it.
Gotta sit in it.
You've got to feel, I'm going to make a mess of your perfect line here.
That's all right.
You
We'll
got to
scoot this
feel
back.
that amazing lumbar support. You got to let the chair be at where your knees are at a 90-degree angle.
Can we
So it is adjustable in height
trying
from
to figure out the
18 to
cameras.
22 inches. It's got a 360 spin.
There
It's
you
got
go.
the 5-star base. So if you drop something, you are not going to fall off of your chair inside your sewing space.
Is that what did Carla say there?
Do the chairs have storage underneath the seat?
I think she must know something.
She must know something.
She must know
absolutely.
something.
Yes, all of our chairs do have this secret storage. This is ideal for those projects that have not gone right, that you can put them away. You can put chocolates in here for when you're stressed out.
Goldfish
For some. You can put your sharp objects in here. I actually have a lady that comes to me to several quilt shows and says she puts her jewelry in here, because who's ever going to look inside of a sewing chair when they come over to your house?
Who thunk it?
I don't know. I did have a lady 2 weeks ago at a show that said to me they always knew that's where mom kept all of her good stuff, was in her sewing room. So she keeps all of her good stuff in her sewing room. Yes, the chairs do come unassembled. They will come in 2 boxes. The total weight is 26 pounds. So these are still easy enough to take with you to a sewing retreat.
Oh, absolutely.
On a road trip, wherever. If you're going on a sewing road trip or in an RV.
Or if you're going to the library and you got to put 3 of them in your 2-door 05 Jeep Wrangler.
Yes.
Absolutely doable.
So they do take about 10 minutes to put together. They have a 1-year warranty. But let's go over these fabulous colors and prints that we do have available that they could pick to go, either buying it by themselves or going with their amazing Sydney cabinet.
Absolutely.
So we have 5 fun prints. So the one that Scott's standing by, oh, he's going to switch it up on me. All right, so the red one, just because we're talking Valentine's Day here. So this is our Crown Ruby. So the solids are more of an upholstery fabric. The fun prints are a cotton fabric. So it's going to be a little bit softer sit on the cottons. They roll amazingly well on all sorts of flooring. I can't see the person's name right there, but they roll great on carpeting and the hardwood flooring. They're great for chair races too.
Chair races.
Yes.
Yes.
For you cat lovers out there, we do have our Cats Meow. So this is a nice, fun, whimsical print of all the different kitty cats. We have our sewing notions. It's just got a bunch of tossed notions, some little machines, buttons, scissors, little tailor's tape. Our number 1 seller, my absolute favorite, is our So Wow, So Now print. So this is a nice teal with white with flowers, very whimsical, super cute, popular.
Every room.
It goes in every room. Then we have our bright buttons. This is just another nice little pattern. A lot of ladies have a lot of buttons in their room, so they love this because they're button collections. And along, like he said, oodles of poodles, we've got a nice little doggy print here now too. This is the newest one to our line of fun prints. For our solids here, we have, I'm going to move here, our Duchess Blue. So this is just a nice little, a nice blue color. Then we have our Lady Gray. So we've got a beautiful gray color. Our Royal Purple.
Brand new.
Our newest to the solids is our Baroness Black. So these are all considered our royal.
My favorite solid is this one, believe it or not.
You know what? A lot of people say that. They absolutely love this tan. So this tan right here, if we could get a close-up, if we zoomed in, you would be able to see it's got like pinks and blues and greens and reds and purples all interwoven in there. So it's just not a boring, plain tan chair for your sewing space. A lot of people don't have that luxury of being able to have a dedicated sewing room. So they do lean towards these solid colors because they do have it in a living room and they just don't want to have the bright patterns just sticking out inside their living room. But these are our chairs. Like I said, they're adjustable in height from 18 to 22 inches. They have a great 360 spin. That lumbar support is absolutely
amazing.
That is the number 1 thing we hear from people every single time they sit in one of these at a quilt show, is they just feel so good and they don't want to get out. We actually invite people to just sit in our booths and hang out with us.
Just hang out.
Because
the chair sells itself.
The chair does sell itself. So Quality has a great price on these as well that you could call in. But again, if you want to get this beautiful Sydney cabinet, you can get a chair of your choice.
It's choose your own adventure.
It is choose your adventure. And you can get that free with a Sydney cabinet. And I think that wraps it up for us. Riva or Carmen, are you there?
We're here. I am here this time.
Hey, I can kind of hear you.
Yes, thank you. I think my mic's on. We'll double check. My mic looks like it's on. We're good. Thank you, you two. That was amazing. So many chairs, so many different colors. I'm not sure what my favorite one is. Those are great. I love how you can store stuff in them.
Yes, and they're super comfortable and you can roll around anywhere you want to go.
Perfect. So I think we did have one quick question for you. How big of a machine can you put in that, Sydney?
all
Every
of them.
machine that is out on the market.
Every machine that is out in the market. So that means if you have a Baby Lock Solaris, a Brother XP3, any of those really large machines, a big Bernina, the Janome M17, it will fit in that beautiful Sydney cabinet. That is amazing. I love the one with the electric lift.
Yes. Yeah. That is
So
amazing.
easy.
But with the hydraulic lift, that is awesome too. I mean, it's a very smooth workhorse of a lift that we have on that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, you guys. This was great.
Well, thank you for having us. And if I don't talk to you beforehand, happy Valentine's Day. We love your decorations in the background.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Lots of hearts. Sweetheart sale.
Sweetheart sale.
Awesome. Well, that was amazing. So there are so many great deals on these different pieces of sewing furniture. I can see my necklace is caught in my microphone.
Oh, no, that's not what I want.
Someone would love the printer. That's amazing. Do they minimize vibration? Yes. So part of when our sewing machines are vibrating, sometimes it's actually because our table is sort of not quite heavy duty enough. There is some vibration that is going to come from when you are running a big machine fast, like really fast. Sometimes there's going to be some vibration, but it can definitely minimize vibration. You can also put a pad down underneath your machine that will take in some of that some of that vibration. But I definitely, it's night and day difference between embroidering on a plastic table to embroidering on a kangaroo cabinet. A kangaroo cabinet, you're not going to have that vibration. It's going to really do a great job. So the thing about a piece of sewing furniture, and I know that Valerie and Scott talked about this too, but you really have the spot to put all the things. So let's go over the offers one more time, because we do have special offers just for this event and for a limited time. So the Sydney, perfect. I'm glad I'm in sync with my team. She didn't even know what I was going to say. It's awesome. The Kangaroo Sydney is such a beautiful cabinet, okay? And this cabinet, there's two ways you can get this cabinet. One with the hydraulic lift. And what that means, that's the lift that you push up and down. It's regularly $32.99. The sale price is $24.99. And right now it is coming with a free chair. And you can see the picture here shows the buttons chair, but you get to pick the color that you want. So if you want the cat chair or the dog chair or the purple Duchess chair, whichever color you want, the Sewing Notions chair, you get to pick to match. And then this cabinet comes in those different finishes, and it really has a ton of storage. What I love about the Sydney is that it can hold a very large machine. So even if your machine isn't one of the largest machines on the market today, if you buy a cabinet that has a nice big opening, when you decide to upgrade, your new machine will fit inside your cabinet. So don't shy away from getting a big old machine. And then we do have a special offer if you give us a call on that Sydney as well, that makes it even a sweeter deal. Like that pun, you guys? Sweeter deal? Okay, so the next unit, they talked about a couple of different pieces. The next one, let's see just pick one and put it up. All right, it's the Harriet. So the Harriet, this is an amazing deal, you guys. This thing was $9.99 like yesterday. So it is $6.99 right now. This cabinet does come, it's RTA, so you have to assemble it. But there's storage, it holds a decent sized machine. There's really at $6.99, it is an amazing price. There's those drawers on the side. This is really a great deal. It's only $117 a month with 6 months, no interest financing. Pretty great. So check that out. And for all of these offers, you can, order them on the website. You can give us a call and ask about any other specials that we might have, or come into any of our store locations during our sweet sale. So let's see what's next here from the machines. The Gidget 2. Now this one, I don't think they actually talked about it, but there is a special on this right now. So if you're just looking for a simple table to hold your machine, it's easy to fold up. You can see there's a wheel on the side there. So you can fold it up and wheel it into a closet, but you can recess your machine to get that nice large flat space. This guy is regularly $3.99 and it's on sale right now for only $2.39, which is a great deal. And and so you're going to want to check that out, and that is on our website. And then there's another cabinet that we don't actually have a slide for. but I can tell you about it, the Kookaburra. So the Kangaroo Kookaburra is also on sale right now, and it is coming with the free cutting mat. And it's beautiful to have a cutting mat that covers all of that surface area, because then, you know, you're not like, if you're doing cutting something large, you're not trying to go between two different mats, all of those things. And I will get to this question here. It asks if there are outlets on any of the cabinets. And I do not believe there are any outlets on these cabinets. Now, of course, the electric lift, the Sydney has an electric lift version or a hydraulic version. And the electric lift version, do we have a slide for the electric lift version? Let's pull that one up. That definitely has power to the cabinet, because that's how that electric lift goes up and down. And that guy is on sale at $29.99, regularly $39.99. And then that cutting table that we were talking about a minute ago, that guy is also on sale right now at a special price, and it's coming with the free cutting mat. So here, we're back to the Sydney there. That's the electric lift one. So two choices depending on what works better for you, and it holds a nice big machine, which is amazing. So now the chairs, so many fun chairs. Look at all those. There are so many different colors. I love how you flip open the back. We do have a special price on these. They're regularly $4.99. They're on sale at $3.29. And then right now we have a special price if you give us a call on these chairs. These are one of our best-selling things when we go to shows and events. These chairs sell really well. They are comfortable. They give you lumbar support. They go up and down. You can roll them around, and they're super cute. So that is a bonus. So those are also on sale. So you can know the theme here. Everything is on sale, right? So we have tons of notions and things that are on sale. You can go to our website, qualitysewing.com, and at the banner across the top, you can hit that Sweetheart Sale banner, and it will take you to our landing page where everything that we have talked about or that I've given away for free, any of those things, they are all on that landing page, so you can purchase them. We do ship. All of these items can ship anywhere in the U.S., so we can get it to your door for you, or we do have 10 stores in Western Washington, and we would love to have you come in and visit and check out. Most of these things are all in our store locations as well. And you can come in and check them out in store. Call us if you have questions. If we have some things that have a special price that we are just not able to publish on some of those machines. And if you give us a call, we can let you know what that special price is.